Good morning everyone and welcome back to a new round here of the New Byte Daily Gaming News. We don't have much to say today, and that's actually good, because I think I'm getting a little tired. Anyway, let's start with the PSN Name change that is launching today, well, yesterday. The PlayStation service now allows you to rename your user account, which might have still some issues, with older games, for example, where you can still have your old name attached to that and all that stuff. It's a weird and tricky thing apparently forcefully to do. But yeah, you just go in and can do that via the web browser or by sending it to PSN. It can be done once for free, and every renaming after that will cost you $10 per change, or $5 if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. The full gist of it is, of course, linked in the description down below. Next up, we have Lightstream actually acquiring the GameWisp technology. GameWisp was like sort of the Patreon for streamers, where people could just stream on that platform and could basically acquire that only to paying subscribers. Just like monetization feature is really useful still, but apparently GameWisp itself wasn't that financially viable. That's why they closed down this January. Now, Lightstream, a company that has picked up basically the GameWisp technology, won't bring back GameWisp itself, but they're trying to integrate this technology into their own video production system. This new startup has, of course, not yet seen much praise because we haven't seen much around anywhere, but it's good to see that at least what GameWisp was doing can be soon found again in another platform maybe. And then in more Speedrun news, which I found really interesting, we're getting closer to the sub-30 category for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's the Shura ending, there's also the Immortal Severance ending, and all new game memories, which are of course different categories. There we have also different times because they take a lot longer. The Immortal Severance ending is extra bosses at the end, and of course all the memories ending as a full run, where they don't skip anything and want to collect all the things. But the one that's most interesting, of course, is here, the Shura ending. And on PC, we are closer to the 30 minutes category with 30 minutes and 31 seconds by the British speedrunner Nims38. And on console, we're still far away from that, where the Japanese speedrunner Okisidan, I hope that was halfway okay, has posted his speedrun 2 days ago. So yeah, at least in the PC category, it's quite interesting to see how much further we can progress. There's lots of posts here happening. You can really see within the last few days, really, we're getting from 40 minutes really closer to the sub 30 category. This run itself is quite interesting because the speedrunner was quite overslept, and yeah, still did it. It's fascinating to watch, and it only takes 30 minutes. So yeah, link to that, of course, all the other links so far are linked in the description down below. Then there's another interesting game history thing, because we have seen here in 2004 the EVO Games Tournament, Justin Wong fighting against Daigo, and of course this fight was tremendously impressive because, as we can see here, this fight basically ended with an insane block barrage of this power boost here. Every hit was blocked, and then came back actually and finished the fight with a sliver of life left. This spear has been unveiled in 2005, back when YouTube was basically brand new, and has acquired over 7.7 million views. In 2015 then, EVO actually brought back their own archive to that, which shows a little bit more of the audience here while seeing the match coming. And yesterday actually we have seen a new privately recorded session, which quite has a good camera setup here. Of course, it's a little bit too bright, but the quality is quite good for what it is, and you can actually hear the audience from left and right how they're whispering a little bit. So if you want to see an alternative viewpoint with more intake on what the audience was thinking, take a look at that. It's quite interesting, and yet again, just look at this crazy blocking. Yeah, it's going like power move and then block, 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 block. Insane. Good to see that history still see some new light on situations like these, where you have like additional footage now, more clearly laying out the event. And looking back also to other things, the YouTube channel GameHeart, which I subscribed to for like a year ago or so, actually did like very cool, interesting updates on how they did retro gaming development stuff. For me, as a hobby developer and mostly in web applications, that was quite interesting. Still to take a look into that. Now, GameHeart and the service, which is called AntStream here, is actually bound up and it's actually found together, and they're wanting to do a basically game streaming service where you pay like, I think $7.50 a month, and yeah, you can basically game stream retro games. They have already 2,000 games under the belt, and they're currently talking to, of course, the bigger copyright holders to get even more games on the system. And the idea here is basically, again, The game is running on the server, and you can stream it to any device you want. Right now it's a Kickstarter phase, so they are like almost halfway done with it, with the 50,000 British pounds goal. They have 29 days still left to go. So yeah, if you find this interesting, I certainly think at least the idea is honorable. And of course, link in the description down below if you want to see it for yourself. I have no affiliation with GameHut or AntStream. I just found this project very interesting. So yeah, that's why I'm reporting about it. Last bit, like more curious news, there's a new fashion line based on the Sims series, and just looking at these pictures, I'm like, wow, that's fascinating. I mean, partially these looks are quite interesting and totally different, but yeah, these screenshots definitely give me some quirky vibes. Yeah, if you want to see the whole thing yourself, of course, link again is in the description down below. And then in Game Pass news, actually, there's lots of new games coming over to Xbox Game Pass. We see Monster Hunter World, Prey, Resident Evil 5, and even more coming over. And the last bit of update, we actually see the Apple Podcast category getting a web player, so you don't need iTunes anymore on PC or Mac to listen to the Apple Podcasts. And as we know, maybe we also have a podcast, the Newbie Podcast, which we updated now with new episodes, smaller discussions with only one topic at hand, which is called the Newbie Roundtable. And yesterday already we released a Watch Dogs 3 episode, and tomorrow and today, of course, we also have new episodes. So check it out on our SoundCloud. Link is in the description down below, as much as also these articles that I've talked about today. And with that, we end the Daily Gaming News. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you liked it. Please let us know. Of course, inform or subscribe to not miss any new videos. And of course, comment down below what you think about the news stories. My name is Elsas here for the Newbie. It follows everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course also on Discord. thenewbie.com/Discord is the place to go. And I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.